Hi guys, it's Jemila and I am currently in London. This is my first visit to the United Kingdom and I met up with a guy called Akaafele who has been a Twitter friend for a while. This is the first time I'm actually meeting him in person, and he has some questions that he thinks that some of you might also have, so we agreed to do this so that I can give you a bit of the behind the scenes. So the first question is, which countries have I traveled to? And I think at last count I actually found an app called Have Been, and I was just checking, and I think at last count it's 23 countries. That includes transits. But with regards to countries I have actually lived in, obviously Ghana, Nigeria, because I was born in Nigeria, Ghana, United States, because I went there for college, Senegal. After graduation I worked in Dakar for almost a year, Italy, my first year of Johns Hopkins, my master's program, the US again, second year of my master's program, France when I was at Mount Holyoke College, junior year abroad. What else? More recently Tunisia for work. This is after my master's. General visits, Malta. This was spring break during my master's program. I always wanted to go to Malta. I think it had to do with it was a Miss Universe or Miss World pageant, and the girl from Malta was very, very eloquent and beautiful, and so I always wanted to go to Malta. So I took a few days to Malta with a friend. Where else? I'm blanking right now. Abidjan. So Côte d'Ivoire, I went there for work on mission. Zimbabwe, work on mission. Rwanda, work on mission. The Netherlands, I visited a friend. Norway, my family lived in Norway for a while. Burkina Faso, I don't know if that really counts, but basically my cousins and uncle and I traveled up to the Upper East region of Ghana last year, and we stepped over the border. So I guess Burkina Faso, I just stepped into it. Morocco, I haven't actually visited, but I've transited there a bunch of times. Turkey, because that's Rumi land, and I love Rumi and his poems. So I visited there for like 2 days on transit to Tunisia, I think. Where else? I think I have most of them. Passed through the UAE, passed through Dubai. This is my first time in the UK. Germany, I did a 1-week learning program after Italy. My master's program is part of a class. So I did 1 week in Berlin. I think that's it. I can't really think of any others right now. So for the most part, that's it. I'm yet to really do Asia, but that's on there. South Africa is on there. Nigeria, because I don't remember anything about it. So Nigeria is definitely on there as well. And I'm hoping to do a bit more of African countries over the next year with work. Yeah. So another question that I've gotten a number of times actually is, how do I finance my travel? The honest answer is that most of my travel I have not self-financed. I financed this trip, but previous trips have been mainly due to work and school. And so when I was going to school to Mount Holyoke in the US for the first time, my parents covered that trip, and then also for my master's program it was split between my dad and myself. But with regards to most of the other travel, it was really just work and school related. So going to Senegal was work, Tunisia work, Malta was self-financed as well, on a student budget. So basically you're living in low-cost hostels, you're not living in hotels. What else? Which other places? France was school. Istanbul, yeah, those are transits. So transits part of work or school. So mainly work and school. But that said, I think I'm someone who enjoys traveling, and so that's, you know, you put money aside. And there's actually a blog I came across recently, and she also travels. She's a Ghanaian blogger in the US, and she also travels a lot. And someone asked her that question, and she said, you save, and really that's what it is. So, you know, save 10 Ghana cedis or what's it called, 10 dinar or 10 naira or whatever currency it is that you use, 10 seifas, 10,000 seifas a week, and you know that you want to travel somewhere, and save towards it, really, because I would rather use my money to travel and meet people and experience other cultures and all of that stuff than just accumulating stuff. So yeah. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite questions. It's also one of the most complex, and that's where do I actually reside? I currently work and live in Tunisia, which is in North Africa. But home base for me is Ghana. So in my mind, even though I'm physically not in Ghana, a lot of the things that are very important to me are linked to Ghana. So that's my family, my interests, a lot of my friends. So Ghana is definitely considered home base for me, and it always startles me when people say, but you don't live in Ghana, because in my mind I do live in Ghana, and I am from Ghana, and you know, Ghana is still very present in my experience. But for now, I am working in Tunis. My friend Akaafele mentioned that he considers me to be the future of African women, which I think is a big responsibility. I don't think one person could carry that. What I do consider myself to be is an African woman who is contributing to Africa's future. I think that's how I would frame myself in relation to what his perceptions are. And with that, I think, you know, it's a lot about defying the stereotypes, because we all try to put each other in boxes, and you know, we're trying to understand each other, but people don't just fit into one box. It's, you know, there's multiple personalities and multiple aspects of one person. So I try to highlight that, but at the very basic level, I am a Dagomba princess. I'm actually a princess. My mom is, well, she's a princess. Her dad was a chief, so I'm a princess. I'm a Dagomba princess, meaning I'm from northern Ghana, but I'm also Gafrican, which is GH African, and I'm a global citizen. And so I'm hopefully just contributing to a better world in that sense. Yeah, so I think I answered all of his questions, and I want to use this opportunity to say thank you for visiting the website, and to stay tuned to Circumspecte 2.0, because we have a whole bunch of new things coming up. And you know, if you have other questions, you know how to contact me on Twitter at Abdulai. Go to Circumspecte as well and send a message, or just shoot me an email, Jemila with an E at Circumspecte, also with an E at the end, .com. Alright, take care.
Black and white.
Not like I actually do that.
I forgot to capture your gold. Now just walk to me and then pass by. Oh, what a sad story.
What a sad story.